Hey guys, how's it going? It's Justin here from Simplified Investing. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day. We just capped off another day on the market here, and I wanted to make this video to discuss somewhat of a strategy that I use for plays and things that I look at, and I really think that this will be helpful for you guys to find a strategy to use and play, and ultimately one that can help you become an efficient trader and ultimately towards the goal of becoming profitable. Before I get started, if you could like and subscribe to our channel, it would be greatly appreciated. We are over 425 subscribers, and we can't thank you guys enough for all the support you have given us. So to start things off, I'll just basically go through things that I use for my strategy, as well as a real-time breakdown here on how this could be applied here on AMD today. So getting things started off, one thing that I start to look for before I even get started is looking the first really key important figure into my strategy or my trading is realizing the trend. So you'll hear it all the time, the trend is your friend, the trend is your friend, and it really is. It's really going to be hard for someone that fights the trend. So basically what I'm saying is if it's an uptrend, don't try to play a put to the downside simply because it's up for that matter. One example that I can think of is people tried to do this a while ago with Tesla when it was at $300 a share, and short sellers tried to short it when it reached $350, $400, $450, and as you guys know, it ended up reaching almost $1,000 a share, and they simply didn't play the trend. So that's one key example that I have for you. The trend is going to be your friend. So as this pertains to AMD here, really what we're seeing in these past 4 days here is not really a solid trend. However, this brings good opportunities for a trend if you're just scalping back and forth here and you aren't holding overnight. You see this presents an opportunity intraday here on these moves right here, whereas if you're trying to play a reversal on a downside or a downtrending stock, this could pose a different challenge. However, you see that AMD has been sideways these past couple days here, which is going to be the first key indicator. You could try to play a breakout, for example, on a stock that's uptrending, or in this example, trying to play a bounce off of support and resistance. As you know, the strength of the trend isn't in one direction or another, so this will respect these levels more, and you can take these into a bigger consideration if you are just trending side to side like this. The second part to it, along with the trend, is charting and watching support and resistance. So basically what I do is I'll go out on a longer time frame. Basically, what I do is I'll go out on a longer time frame, so say 1 year, 1 day, for example, and chart all these support and resistances. So you got a support here, resistance here, you got a double top rejection at 59.27, 59 right here. And then I'll go in all the way to the 5-day, 5-minute chart and do these for intra-week support and resistances to play and watch. So by doing this, you have a key level and understand levels to watch for your play. This is going to be really relevant. One thing that you guys can do is the longer time frames, you can color code them, or the shorter time frames, you can color code them different. All you have to do is go to this line and right click on it, and then you can do edit properties and change the colors. That's something you can use if you don't want to mix up, say, a very strong long-term support and resistance, for example. However, these are going to be levels that you watch as well as the trend. So basically what you're seeing right here is a very strong support at 52.28. We get this push down towards this level here on AMD. I'll go out to the 10-day, 30-minute here. And basically what we're seeing here, even intraday, you can watch the trend. We get this very strong sell-off downtrend here, reversal candlestick here, and a confirmation of reversal of the trend here on these two candles here, and then this big push to the upside here. This is a prime example of the strategy that I use and how it would have paid off for you guys today. The other thing, and this might be the most important aspect to this, is going to be volume and momentum. Is this something that is going to be moving on strength? Does it have a lot of volume here? One thing that I do have during the day is going to be level 2. This is going to be buying and selling and bid and ask and order size. Simply on Thinkorswim, just hit level 2 here. You can see that. I watched to see if we can get orders stacked up, for example, at a support here, or I was even watching AMD pre-market here. We had a lot of sell volume at this level here at 54.33 and sold off. That is something that you have to watch. It is something that's very key, especially as a trader. Momentum and volume is going to be the key to any play when you are trading. This is something that I never knew when I first started trading 5 years ago. However, now it's probably one of the most important aspects into my trading to really get a feel for, is this going to be a strong support and resistance? Is this a level I should respect? Is this going to be a good entry? Where are the buyers and sellers coming in at? Things of that nature, which level 2 will greatly help you. The next thing that goes with trend, support and resistance, and volume and momentum is watching candlesticks. Candlesticks are going to be the biggest indicator of strength or the trend for you guys. So you can see this very strong downtrend here on this reversal candlestick here, downside candle here, downside. One thing that I recommend is never playing off of just one candle. What I recommend is waiting for a candlestick confirmation. And I get this question a lot, what is a confirmation? So what I look at for a confirmation, especially with candlesticks, is are we respecting, say, the support and resistance here? What is the trend? You can see we respect it here and confirm right here before entry to push to the upside. You can see that we get this reversal candlestick here, however, still in a strong downtrend. Wait for that second candlestick to confirm that reversal and then push to the upside here. One thing too that provides, say, the strongest support is going to be a push through, a retest and hold, and then push through. So like say we broke through right here at 54.35, we get a push through, a retest of 54.35, and then push. That is going to be the biggest key indicator of a support break or support confirmation in this particular example. However, again, right here you can see these 3 reversal candlesticks here setting up. We get this reversal off of this point right here at 52.28. Then wait and watch this next candle, see how that forms, because we could get this reversal candlestick here and push down through. And then we get this reversal candlestick confirmation here, continuing that trend, showing that there isn't that much strength to the downside anymore. And then we get this push up here and close up here at 53.73 after coming down here at 52.34, which if you're playing weekly options, for example, in this case, they would be up almost 70 to 80% in this example right here. So that is going to be something to watch. Again, always wait for confirmation and don't just look at the wicks. One thing that I recommend people doing is watch this candlestick form. Don't just be like, AMD's breaking support here at 52.28 when we had this gap down to 52.01. Wait for that candlestick to form, because you can see you would have gotten a false breakdown here and close out that position when you get a reversal confirmation here and push to the upside. The next thing that I watch is going to be news. This is not one that I watch per se as much as volume, candlesticks, and so forth, but news is going to be pertinent to an individual stock and security. If there is big relevant news out, I always click this news tab down here in your bottom right on Thinkorswim to see if there's relevant news out there. Say there's new market data, say there's a new upgrade for AMD. These are things that will move this stock, which then it doesn't solely go off of technicals per se. If there is a relevant news article out, it will rely more on that news and how people interpret that news. So that is something for you guys to watch. The last thing that I really do, and I find this very helpful, is watching the market. So when I'm doing all of this trending and analysis and stuff like that on this, make sure you guys watch the market too. And you can apply these same concepts to the market to get an idea of if the market's going to go up, down, trade sideways, so you guys can truly understand where the market's going. As I continuously mention, all of these stocks, or a majority of these stocks, will follow the index to a T. It's going to be a lot of the same tracking as they are components to the index. So as SPY, for example, goes up, it's likely that AMD will follow suit and go up there. So if you identify key market levels on SPY, for example, we can go down to SPY and we can look at this. Then you can get a better understanding of plays for your position. So you can see we got a rejection here at 307.29. You could play puts to the downside here, another rejection at that 307.20 area, push down, and we're finally gapping up through here, and calls, you can play calls on that gap through right there. That is something that I watch. What you can do up here, if you're on Thinkorswim, you can click this button. You can make a side-by-side. You can make four screens. For example, if you went like this, and then you had, say, we'll bring AMD back up again, you can load your study set right here. Just go by studies, and then you can load study set, and then get your studies, and then zoom in on this one, and now you have a side-by-side comparison of your play, and you can watch this play unfold versus the market. So again, this is things that I do daily, again tracking the stock versus the market, using news, candlesticks, volume, momentum, and also watching support and resistance and trend. These are going to be all components of one strategy that I use when I'm trading, and it's a strategy that I found very useful. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you could give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel, it would be greatly appreciated. As always, if you guys have any questions or comments about things that I've went through in the video, please leave them down below. I'm always willing to respond or help you guys out with any help that you guys may need. And as always, I hope you guys have a great day and look forward to trading with you guys tomorrow. Thank you.